Hi guys. Hi guys, this is the start of episode 3. Now, a fair few things are going to happen between this kind of segment and the rest of the video, because my friend who's going to help me a hell of a lot has just hopped on, and when I'm kind of doing stuff with him, I can't really record it, so things which I'm probably going to make in the intro that we go on to creative just to show you guys. So, I'm pretty sure we're going to make the town claim and the name. So far, my ideas for the name is I want to go. It's gonna be basically a learning, so I want to think about kind of two names. One probably for like dark kind of oak, and one maybe for like clearing, because that's kind of what this is, or maybe like um something about it being on the corner. And two, I finished laying out a little bit more, done a few paths, added buttons. I think that works really well. Kind of put those arches on, and we're gonna probably build this before you guys see anything else. Which I'm really sad that I can't build it on like with you guys, but it's basically going to be like a stone plinth here, I think, a stone plinth here, a door across here. This will be like a dry kind of bay, a kind of building up here with some kind of mechanic stuff, another building there, an entryway here, and another building here. And this is going to be like a little dry dock so we can make our boats, because these now work as boats. And they have a barrel, and you can put barrels in barrels. So basically, we're going to have about, well, each barrel, like that has 27 barrels worth of storage. 27 times 27 of item storage, which is quite nice. Just maybe kind of a pain to work with. Do I want to change these? Yeah. What I'll do is I'll change these. Like that. There we go. I don't know much more that I've done apart from. Oh, there he is. Finishing these paths. But yeah, we're probably going to do a few things on the server. I might be able to get it in a time lapse. I'll start a time lapse now, and then I can put the time lapse in and maybe voice over it. I don't know if I'm going to voice over it, but I will probably do a time lapse. If not, we're going to name the town. I'll take you through the town name next time we talk when I work it out. And the basic premise I have for lore, and I'll take you through this building if we build it. Bye, guys. as you may see, I'm on the crane because we've done a few things since the last segment, which will all be on the time lapse, which I'm going to put in. So one, for this. So if I turn the crane, power it, we then connect the barrel, then turn it back. Oh, there we go. Then we unpower it. Should put that about 64. Yeah. Move it back and stuff. We can leave barrel there. That's one thing we've done. But we named the town. The town is called, I think it's yeah, it's Birdant. Bird is the it's Birdant is the name, and Bird is like the word for corner, and Ent is the word for town. I could kill the raptor. Right, okay. Now, to the star of the show, we have also made this. Now, I deleted a fair bit of it because there used to be a bridge across it. I got rid of that bridge because I think I'm going to redesign it tonight. But from what you guys last saw, there was a bridge on the time lapse, yeah. But you also probably saw us setting up this. That. Dried up door comes up. Now, I want to get rid of this water. Sadly, the water doesn't kind of like go with it. The water we're going to place on the boat. But I could like this little boat which I've taken from another server and added like custom cannon on. If I pilot this, I'll take you through making this boat later when I fully redo it. If I take this and then park it here, release it, go up to here, you'll have like one person up here. They will put the door down. Door, as you can see, goes down, and then that ship. Put it here, release it, then yeah. Then I can put the door back up, this button, and there we go. Now we can get under it and do repairs. This deep because I might design the occasional submarine, and it's really small to be honest. So I think we have 29 blocks, 27 blocks length, which is an issue because most boats which I've already got made are about 30, apart from this and that. So I'm going to have to make a lot more like kind of small scale boats just for now, just whilst this is our only dry dock. And I'm going to redesign the outside of it later to unite with another one of my friends. Now today, we're going to design a house together. We're going to do this house. Now, as I said in the previous video, this house, I want to go with a tough kind of design. I just need to work out what block goes with tough, and I think I know. I think tough and excess stone goes, yes. So, I do this really quickly. I don't want this one to have an overhang, because that'll constrict the view of that, and I don't want to ruin the view of that. If I set this as tough red wool, and then we put this in here. Come on, there we go. And then this here. Now that this wall is in, we can truly see what it looks like. If I run the same command here, now, I do want this building to be 2-story. It's kind of, I think, to this degree, if you put 1-story buildings in a town like this, they start to look weird. So it might have to go a little bit higher than it currently is, but it didn't go that much higher. I need to work out how I want to bring some depth to the building. To be honest, I think sorry. I think I'm starting to get cold. I do have a drink next to me. Let me drink a little bit. There we go. So this is kind of part of like the big block because these two are connected to these three, which is connected to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Connected to that, which I'm going to connect to that, which is connected to this, which is connected to that, which is connected to that. Then the dry dock should connect it around to this, which should connect it up to these, which should connect it to those. This entire town I want to be connected, which should look really, really nice if I do it properly. So I don't want an overhang, but actually I think we do change blocks halfway up. If we put it at here, I'm not going out by a full block. Let me place the rest of the exostone. Corners. Actually, I'll do my corners first, and then I can just go inside and do the rest from the inside. There's my corners. Now we just do the inside. Those three, these two. Yeah, we should I think I want to continue this theme with these three buildings of having some variant of brick on it. I think if I get some on these stairs. Now the amazing thing about Tough is its base variant has some really nice textured stairs. It will work really well because I want to do this in my styling. Very basic, like it's not like the most advanced building you'll ever see, but I think it'll work. I think I'm going to do what I did last time, where we're going to build this side together, and then I'll build all the other ones on my own, with a recording on, obviously. Actually, maybe, yeah, with a recording. But yeah, if we do this here, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world. Maybe if I put some, I want to change that to a stair. Maybe some stone buttons just to not add much, but it adds something. Now I think, see, let's put the stone buttons up a level. And like, I want to go back to this kind of brick idea that we have. But I think using the same 3 blocks will make it look really weird. So let's have a look for what other blocks sorry, work with bricks. Thinking off the top of my head, obviously granite, polished granite and mud, but we use those. Netherrack's too dark. Dripstone. Just dripstone will work, yeah. So if we just kind of do this, slash slash dripstone. What? Oh, nope. Bricks. And then I think we use some, maybe iron bars are too dark. What about some light grey stained glass? That's too like non-existent. What about pale oak fences? There. And then again up here, like a buttons on them. That looks alright. Maybe that's too many lanterns. That looks like enough. Then obviously we have the same thing with brick as brick stairs. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is so annoying. Right, as brick stairs. Sorry, my voice is going again. As brick stairs look really nice. So we put in. We're going with a normal glass this time. I mean, whilst this building isn't like the most out there and beautiful building we've made, I quite like it. I think. Am I gonna do it? I'm not gonna do an overhang, but we are gonna do like a beam across, but it's gonna be very thin. Just gonna be below these fences, like that. Just skirt the fences a little bit. It just adds a little bit more depth to the building, which is kind of needed at the moment. And it makes this bridge part look less weird. Now, I think for the roof, I want to use, because we have this wonderful red colour scheme going on. So if I put on this side quickly, so I think we're going to do the roof kind of slanted this way with these two. So if we just quickly fill up this area. Just there. Then I want to do this kind of, because we have this red color, which allows us to use pots. It's nice. So like that, then we can probably get away with a cheeky window. Maybe just one block tall. And then there we go. Yep. And then a slab, a brick slab. Or maybe polished granite. I know we don't use any polished granite, but does that look alright? I would argue and say it does. Oh my god, it just ate my thing. Right, okay. And then the overhang would just be, I'd say, just kind of interleave it a little bit like that. And maybe even, or if we go to walls, we get brick walls and we get mangrove trapdoors. We just go wall, trapdoor, wall, wall, wall. No overhang, so yeah. But I'll just do this end, and then obviously for the roof we want to use copper. What colour do we want to use? I think this is probably what we're gonna have to go with, because we don't want to go too green because the rest of these buildings are all so green. but also we can't go red because the rest of the kind of upper half is red. So what if we do that for the roof and then do it different like that, and then back to the pure just blocks to the higher then lower, then back to the pure just. I think that looks nice, yeah. Then if we and then if I do that on that side, we need more depth on this side. But then again, I haven't added all of the fences yet, which would be. I guess we may as well do one there or there, and then do like two here. And lay out the lanterns. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that fire because it annoys me. I mean, I think that looks alright. If I just make this downstairs area here, which shouldn't take more than 2 seconds. We'll do the easy thing and make that into a block. And just window, window. And also this will help with the fact that this is like that, which means that there'll be a wall, then there'd be a fence post here and here, and a fence post here and yeah, that's good. I think I'm gonna make the rest of this building. Once it's done, I'll come back and we will possibly work on a ship, like a boat, not a sky ship, not a spaceship. But I'm not sure. Bye, guys. Hello, and I am back, and I've built this. I didn't get it on recording because I wasn't sure if I wanted to anyway, and then I started building it just without doing it and forgot. But you know, I decided to add this on the back because I didn't like the curve, it just didn't look good enough. It makes this look a little bit janky, but from this side, it looks fine. Side, you don't notice it. You're like a spaceship, and you manage to get yourself positioned right here. It looks dodgy. Yeah, you don't really notice. Yeah, it doesn't look too dodgy. And then, I don't know, we'll see. So, I have a few things which I could do next. One of them is definitely building this. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's, we could build that. If I build that, or I could build this. Right, okay. I made this one wider. Let's make it one wider again. That, then this. Yeah, nicer shape to it. Lift in. Then again, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make. Yeah, I need to just put it on. Like that. I think that looks a hell of a lot better. They're doing it any other way. But yeah, we can definitely. Like, I know what I can do here. So I want to go. And because we've got a big white building there, we've got a white building there. I think we should put a white one here. Because facade is looking very. It goes red, white, yellow, white, white, red, something white. I think I kind of want to carry this kind of white across. And this gap, I mean, it already looks white from behind, and it works. So we're gonna do that. Now the bottom, especially it goes low. That's what I'll do. I'll make this the bottom. This is gonna be like a basement-ish. All of this into here, and let me get my axe. So all of this down here is gonna be the bottom. So if I do red wool with, you know what I want? I think cobble would be a nice option, but what else is like cobble's color? Get rid of this color for the roof because I'm going to use it for this one anyway. Is light grey, that's too bright. Alright. If I do // replace red wool, cobblestone, light grey concrete powder, grey concrete powder, really long, and grey terracotta. Glazed grey, glazed terracotta. I think it works. Now on this level, I think we can put windows in if I put correctly. If we do, what do we want the lining for the windows to be? We went spruce, mangrove, copper, oak, and pale oak. We've used it a fair bit. We haven't used it in the windows. I think if we use it in the windows throughout, because I want to go white higher up, it'll work. So if we do that, then the second window would be here. Do that here too. Those two back. Make B. I get black stained. I think we can literally just actually, like I said, I want to push it back a block. You get a hell of a lot of depth on this bottom level from doing that. When I place these blocks, then break this. The basement room cleared out. And I mean, it's not, you know, everything. But thingy, let me get a slab. It needs to hang out. I think that works. Then I think we need to kind of like prop up the next level with, I do like a cobblestone wall with like a cobble polished tuff covering. Off and do it like that. And then we start the white section, I guess. I might drag a little bit of cobble up here and there. Obviously not just cobble, we'll drag up some Place terracotta here and there too. No matter what I put there, but you know. I think that works. And then the rest we're gonna want to make red wall. Now I'm just gonna build the first two levels because I've already placed in the level below and what we want from there. But I need to work out what palette I want to go with. I want to use probably more similar to the dry dock than to these kind of buildings. I mean, actually, very similar to that. I don't use that. I want to use like the polished diorite because I want to go in like a creamy white. Um, White concrete works well because it's very in your face white. I think pale oak. And these gaps, is there just two? Just two gaps. And then work out the height we want. I mean, I'm gonna put, if we just put two big windows in and two smaller windows, I think we should get progressively taller. Go there, and then do and then put position one down there. Place red wall with white concrete and strip pale oak logs, isn't it? Pale oak wood. I'm gonna do okay, maybe I need to put the percent 75 at the front of this one. 75. That's just done only pale oak, can it? You know what, we'll make that work. We'll make that work. Then I want to carve out my windows. So, like I said, I want pretty tall windows on the bottom. All the way around, won't it? So I'll just make the front with you guys again. We'll do that, and then I want pretty short windows on the top. I like that. I think doing our kind of like window. I just do a really simple design like this. That's a really simple window design. And then what we just put. How did it stick with the white? Just put white stained glass behind it. What kind of feel do you get? It looks basically see-through, but I think it looks good because the blue's very out there. This is very calm, unless I want to go blue, because blue is a shout, like a light blue, like that. Because that's dark blue. Light blue just makes it look a little bit more. Fold those down. Oh, and then it still looks white. And I like it. I like it. I think we keep this kind of blue vibe going on. Build these ones up. And then obviously these ones up here. Hold up, let me just do that and then stand here. These and do that. Then this half is kind of done to what I want it to look like. Just want to make it a little bit less bland now. Best way to do it is probably out that pale oak again and whip out some. I need to get rid of that mod which keeps doing that because that really annoys me. Light grey candles. Cross. Yeah. It looks good. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's not the most detailed, and these kind of two don't have to be, because they're just kind of the like blocker between here and there. So, I mean, it really doesn't take that long to make this. So now I need to just kind of think about the roof. Now, the wonderful thing about this building is it's a perfect square, meaning that I could just bob on a like bullet roof. I've forgotten, like a like Paris kind of roof. So I want to see how that looks. So if we get rid of these, I bordered all of my roofs with quite light blocks so far. I want to border this one with either tough or maybe stone bricks. If we do stone bricks, that'll work quite well. Because it's such a bright building, I think darkening part of it at least kind of like needed. Actually, if I can do slabs on the corner, I'm gonna do the roof all the way around with you guys because first time that I've done a roof like this in a little while. Oh, and I've already got confused. There we go. Now, does this make the lighthouse look bad? When the roof is on. Now, what color do I want to go with? Um, go with this. We're going to go with exposed copper. The copper which got used on. But I really want to look at how we're going to make this. Now, exposed copper goes well with mud. So if I do that, especially if I develop this into like more of a lip, be a wall there, a wall here, and then I don't like how flat it is. Copper doesn't really have smooth slabs, do they? What we can do is, oh, I fell in the water. Oh well. Just go back up, and then if we put stairs across here, and then obviously that'd be the same here. Then we put like a slab there, go across to here, and it'd be a slab there. Still almost feels lopsided. How would it look if I put just a flatter roof on it? Just a kind of. Just more of a B block here, all the way around. And then a walls on the corners. Next on the middle. And then maybe slabs here. Then a slab there. A slab there. Slab there. And a slab there. Then I can either keep going up with it or we can just flatten it out here. I'm kind of happy with flattening it out there, because then if I just add, I really do like candles. I mean, you can see they're there, there's some there, there's some there, but I think here it's kind of gonna break up that shape. I don't mind that. I think that looks all right. I think that looks really nice, to be honest. I think that's good. So I'm gonna copy that around to the other sides, and I will come back and show you guys. Hello, I'm back for the final segment of this video. So I'm just gonna go around. I mean, everything is starting to, look really, really good. I mean, I like it. We started adding some kind of moving and functioning parts to this kind of town, which is really nice. We have basically a full district now, and the entire front row is done all the way up to like the lighthouse, which is starting to look amazing. All I kind of want is probably we can start having some spaceships or some other stuff in the air when I design them, which might take me a while to start making those, though, to be honest, because I want to focus on my boats. But honestly, I mean, even if you start walking in, if you're good here, this is what it's going to look like when we're done. Like, it's starting to look really good. And this path from here, at least, there's certain angles where it is basically not going to change. I love this kind of view with this house kind of towering over the side of the thing here. And it doesn't stop the lighthouse from looking like tiny. I mean, I think it kind of helps because if you're on a boat at about this level, this looks like a really tall house, and it added to by how tall the lighthouse looks. The lighthouse is great. I mean, you can see over the back, over the front. I mean, oh my god, we've got a dry dock now, which means I can start actually designing some boats and knowing that we can put them in. The working door, which is so cool. Like, oh my god, this goes down. Gotta wait, but like, I mean, I can fill in all the sides when we get it done, but like, door goes down and then you push it and it'll go back up, and it just everything is starting to feel alive, which will be helped because I want to put some carts around eventually, and once I have definitely like this area done, we'll start building in game a hell of a lot more probably, and hope we'll have some boats by then. Friend might start building in game before that though, just so some stuff gets put down. I want to finish the back half of the thing, but yeah, I think that's. I'm going to remove a little bit of this. Need just half so there. I think that's it for this episode. But oh wow, things are starting to look really great. I'm really happy with it. Get these in that custom tree and actually make the entire front from that corner to the edge, which will be the boathouse. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's been episode 3 of this. Thank you so much, and please subscribe. Bye.